What's going on, guys? My name is Danny Sully, and in this video I'm going to explain to you buying call options, and I'm going to give you a couple examples to help you understand options. So let's say you're looking to buy a store, and you're going to buy this store for $100,000. Now you don't have enough money to buy the whole store, but you're intrigued by this price. So you ask the owner, can you take this price, this amount of money that you want to pay him, and can you hold on to the store and not let anybody else buy it? This price is going to be called the option premium, and we're going to say that for this example it's going to be $50 to do that. Now you can't do this with anything because you need a contract. Now in order to do this with a contract, you need to multiply this premium price by 100. There's always 100 shares in a contract, and that's going to give us $5,000. So that means that you're going to pay the owner $5,000 because you think that this price is going to go up. Now you're going to pay the owner $5,000 in order for that owner to not sell that store to anybody else. So let's say the store is a restaurant and the owner wants to add more areas where people can eat. So then what we're going to say is that if the owner does this, the price is going to go up. Now from this example, we're going to say that the owner is going to hold the store for 1 month. So that means you paid him $5,000 to hold the store and not sell it to anybody else for 1 month. And we got the new value when he added the new areas to eat, and the new value is $110,000. One very important word that you want to understand is the premium plus the strike price. So that's going to be the $5,000 plus the $100,000 that you see there. So the break-even point is going to be $105,000. So you're probably asking yourself, what does a break-even point mean? Now from this example, this price, $105,000, this means that you want the value of that store to be above $105,000 by the end of the month. And that's what I'm going to show you right here from the new value of the store. When they add new dining areas, what's going to happen to the price that you get. Now what you're going to get is $5,000. Now how did I get this? I subtracted the value of the store at the end of the month that you bought it for by the amount of the premium plus the strike price, which is the break-even point. And what that told me is that you made $5,000 profit off of investing $5,000 in that option. Now if this restaurant never added a new dining area and the value didn't go up to the buyer, let's say it stays at $100,000. Now with that new value of the restaurant, you subtract that again by the break-even point. The break-even point doesn't change when you buy it. Now that's going to give you negative $5,000, so that's $0. That is what you started with. Now you may ask, what if it goes down to $95,000? What if the restaurant loses business? What's going to happen is you're not going to lose $8,000 or $10,000. You're only going to lose $5,000. The most you can lose is what you bet in. You never have to pay more. So what that means is that the contract you buy, when it goes through the expiration date after 1 month, if the value of that store is below $100,000 by that 1 month, you would end up losing everything you put in, and that contract would become worthless. Now another very important thing to understand is that you can sell an option any day you want. Now let's say from this example, the value of the store goes up to $105,000 by August 14th. So this contract ends August 30th, let's say. And what happens from here is that when you first bought it, the option is $5,000 from that premium. But when it's August 14th, if it's already at $105,000, which is what your ideal break-even point is, because that went up in a quicker time than 1 month, and it went up that much in 2 weeks, because of that, there's going to be higher demand for your option. Other people are going to want it because they see that as a great deal and they're willing to pay a higher price. Now if you're wondering what price it would be on August 14th, that's not easy to do with your head. So what you can actually do is what I do and go to Options Profit Calculator, just search it on Google and the first website that pops up. And on this website you'll be able to type in whether you want to call, a put, buy or sell. You'll be able to do a lot of different things on this website. Now the really nice thing about this website is you can search that company you want, and it'll give you a chart on every specific price that it would be at in the future if you were to buy that specific option that you are interested in. Okay, now I'm going to give you an example of using this with a stock. Okay, so let's say you're interested in Apple. Apple stock, let's say at this point, is $95 a share. And let's say you think it's going to go to $100. That $100 is the strike price. Now right here we have the premium, and it's going to cost you $2 to get that option. Now because this is a legal option, you need a contract. In order to have a contract, you need to multiply that price by 100 shares. So you're going to pay $200, that price right there, in order for you to call the option of you thinking that the stock is going to go from $95 to $100. You need to make sure that if you're paying $2 of a premium for every stock, that you make sure that every stock in your shares in that contract go up $2 as well, or else you won't be able to make the money. It's like paying $10 for something, but you're only getting 8 back. And for those that don't understand the break-even point, it's the strike price, the 100 that we called it at, plus the premium of $2 that it cost for that option to be legal. Okay, so now what's going on is you pay $2 for every share. Remember, there's 100 shares in a contract, and that's going to give you that break-even price of 102. Now that you have that break-even price, we're going to say that you bought this option for 2 weeks. Let's say you bought it on August 1st, and you want to sell it on August 14th. What this means is that the price of Apple was $95 on August 1st, and let's just say that Apple does really well and goes up to $105 per share by August 14th. Now you started at $200, and now to calculate how much you'll get in return, which means that that price of Apple at the end of the expiration is going to be subtracted by your break-even price. So 105 minus 102 is going to give us $3. And you didn't just make $3 on your $200 investment. What you really did is times that by 100. This means that on that option you bought, by the expiration date, you would have made $300 profit, which means you would have $500 total. Now what this means is that you made a 150% return instead of a 9.5% return if you just bought the stock. Now the reason it's $95 is because that was the price of Apple when you first bought the stock. Now it goes to 105, and that makes a 9.5% increase. A very important detail that you need to learn when buying a call option is to look at the break-even point. Don't just look at the strike price, because that's not the actual amount to make profit. You need to go above the break-even point to make money. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. And like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you.